Hello class, welcome back to Ways with the Words, Section 1 Poetry. Today, let's talk about the poem The Time They Are Changing, written by Bob Dylan. The title, The Time They Are Changing. Here, a is an intensifier, a prefix that does not make any change in the meaning. It gives a stress to changing, that's all. That we can deal in detail later. And the poem is written by famous pop singer Bob Dylan. Let's check his biographical details. Bob Dylan is a folk singer, stage performer, songwriter, actor, and painter. See, he's a versatile personality, multifaceted. And he was born in the year 1941 in the United States of America. And his original name was Robert Allen Zimmerman. And when he joined college in Minnesota, he started singing in clubs and other stages. For that, he adopted the name Bob Dylan. From then onwards, he came to known as Bob Dylan. As far as Bob Dylan is concerned, 2016 is an amazing year for him because he was awarded prestigious Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 2016. And as a note released by the Swedish Academy Nobel Committee said that he created, for having created a new poetic expression within the great American song tradition. That's true because Bob Dylan created a typical or rather redefined the way of poem or songs in American literature. For example, folk songs like Blowing in the Wind, A Hard Raisin in the Gonna Fall, The Times They Are Changing made him hugely popular. Not only popular in America, the worldwide. Within those songs, within the publication of those songs, he was so popular of the world. And he redefined the poetic styles of America. He redefined the distinction between poem and song, fiction and non-fiction, and many other genres. And most importantly, his themes are very common. Very common. He selected common themes from the public. And his lyrics are so literally, and he often compared to great poets like William Shakespeare, William Blake, Walt Whitman, such great writers. And he selected common themes from the public so that he could inspire common people a lot. And songs were basically of protest written for ordinary people that we shall discuss in the next slide. And his notable works are Highway 61 Revisited, Planet Waves, Blood on the Track and Desire. There are many other works too. These are the notable works. And when we come to the poem, The Times They Are Changing, we have to understand the basic notions about hippie movement in America or counterculture movements of the world. What is a counterculture movement or hippie movement in America? Let's understand what is hippie culture. The thing about hippies is that hippies rejected or hippie movement rejected established institutions and criticized middle class values, opposed nuclear weapons and other military occupations, embraced aspects of Eastern philosophy, and championed sexual liberation. And they were often vegetarian and eco friendly, promoted the use of drugs, which they believed minor drugs, which they believed expanded one's consciousness and created intentional communities within the circle. And most importantly, they used alternative arts like street theater, folk music, pop culture, pop music, and rock as a part of their lifestyle and as a way of expressing their feelings, their protests, and their vision of the world and life. So this is what hippie movement. It's a counterculture movement. It's against the normally accepted views of the society. And the same can be seen in this poem too. We can see the elements of that counterculture movement in this poem too. Because Dylan invites public for an action, invites people to stand against all forms of injustice in this poem. According to Dylan, the poem The Times They Are Changing was written. This was definitely a song with a purpose. It had a purpose. What was the purpose? He wanted to awaken the people, awaken the public. And this legendary song came out in the year 1963. These are all the basic details about the poem, and you can further Google about hippie movement and other counterculture movements of the world. The counterculture movements were there not only in America, it was there in Britain, Europe, in India, as well as many countries that you can Google. It's an additional information. And let's wind up now this introduction. Let's move to the chapter later. Thank you.